people. I'm scared of the faces sitting there behind the glass in the office. I'm scared they might be green and dead, so I never look until I'm out on the street. I scan the ground for my brother's feet. Dad comes out of the house and pulls me along. I don't look up until I think Mum will be waving goodbye, and she is. Her hand hangs out of the window for a moment. Then the window flies shut, and Dad begins to sing. Para, 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 dujemsia na svayom veku. It is time to rejoice in this time. Timeless. The tiles in the toilets at Ataturk Airport were cool on Allie's left temple. The blur in front of her eyes refused to come into focus. In the gap between the cubicle wall and the floor, heels smudged to lumps of coal, leaving black scrawls in the air as they scraped past. Allie heard a babble of voices, but no words. Echoey announcements. She tasted chicken. She hadn't had any on the plane, hadn't eaten chicken for years, but there was a putrid fowl stuck in her throat. She'd been here before like this, lain on the floor with a dead bird in her throat and shoelaces creeping toward her like insects. But when? Her eyes were dry from the flight. Her eyelids rasped when she opened and shut them. Chronic lack of tear fluid, the doctors had told her, a while ago now. And what should I do? Use eye drops? Just blink when it hurts or itches. Keep blinking. The fluid will come automatically. But it was no good. She breathed slowly, listening. Outside, stiletto heels and bouncy rubber soles set the rhythm. Everyone was in a rush, desperate to get out of the terminal, out of the non-air. They were being met off the plane after their long flights. Just a quick dash to the toilet, a dab of powder on the rings under their eyes, a tongue over their lips, a comb through their hair, and they could go and leap into the arms of the people waiting for them, like plunging into warm water. Allie had no idea whether anyone was waiting for her. She hoped so, but didn't know. She lay on the floor, beating her eyelashes the way a fly beats its wings. She longed for a cigarette to smoke away the taste of flabby boiled fat on her palate, and the craving pulled her up by the scruff of her neck and out of the toilet cubicle. Careful not to look in the mirror, she steadied herself against the basin and held her lips under the jet of water. A woman gave her a nudge and signaled to her that it wasn't safe to drink. She held out a plastic bottle to Allie, who pressed the narrow bottleneck to her lips and drank noiselessly. The woman took back the empty bottle and ran a hand through Allie's curls as if to tidy them. Then she ran her thumb over the thin skin under Allie's eyes and over her pointy chin, grasping her chin for a moment between finger and thumb. Allie smiled. The woman smiled too. They walked slowly out into the lobby, Allie following the woman and a crowd of others who seemed to know the way. She walked alongside the moving walkway where people were jostling one another, followed the echo of the marble floor, and got in line for passport control. She began to grow impatient and tried to push the queue forward, but it was stuck, and she could only look left and right. Her head was spinning. All the world was in the queue. Miniskirts, burkas, mustaches of every style and color, sunglasses in every size, silicone lips in every shape, kids in buggies, kids on backs and on shoulders and between feet. On all sides the crowd pressed in on Allie, so dense she couldn't fall. A little girl pushed against the plexiglass wall at the barrier, and a pane of glass fell out with a bang. The girl screamed. Her mother forced her way through the crowd and gave her a fierce shake. Allie was sure she tasted chicken in her throat again. She rummaged for her passport. The passport officer stared for a long time.